sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, child. Wait, what the hell was that? Oh, so listen, like right before I was about to get on, something that is necessary for this review dropped into my lap, and I had to do what I had to do to get the information to you. So we will talk about it at the end of this live, but baby, listen, I couldn't. I was just like, they're going to be mad. I'm so sorry, but I had to get this information to you. First of all, I'm like uploading it right now. So give me 1 second. Girl, all I got to say is, oh, shoot. So Dennis. So wait a minute. Well, they won't let me do it. Darn it. How else can I get this up to you guys? I might have to break it up. Hold on. Because baby, I was like, I knew it. So yeah, so sorry. Like literally, I was about to get on and I checked my phone and I saw this and I was just like, oh, I have to share with them. There is no way I can do this without them. So, what I'm going to do is probably break this video down because that seems like the only way I'm going to be able to get it up to y'all. Should I break it down in 3 minutes? Is that what I should do? So anyway, how are you guys doing? While I'm getting this up to you guys, how are you guys doing? I was like, oh, wait a minute. The way my little quick edits, I'm so damn proud of myself. Because I quick edited the mess out of this video. Oh, Lord. So I'm going to try to cut it down. All right, I'll try to cut it down like that. So let's see where we're at. Let's go to the beginning. Oh, you know what? Should I do that? Go back to this video. Oh, that's what I'll do. Okay. So I'll do it that way. Because I don't want to play it from my phone. I want you guys to be able to see this as well. So let me just take care of this. Will they let me do 4 minutes? Will they let me do 4? Let's see if I can get a 4-minute video up. Yeah, I'm going to break it up into 2 videos and see. Do you guys know? Let me ask you guys, do you know how long a video can be in StreamYard? Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. This was my Met Gala hair. So I was like, why not just, do it again? Thank you guys. If you guys do StreamYard, do you know how long a video could be that I share? Or could I share my screen? I'm trying to do all this on the fly because this just happened. Oh, goodness. Let's see. How long? Yeah, so this is shorter than 10 minutes. So I don't know what the issue is. Must be shorter than 10 minutes. This is way shorter than 10 minutes. Add video clip. Why won't it let me do this? Let me see. If it can't do this, I just play it from my phone, but what a waste. What a waste. What a waste. How are you doing, fam? How are you doing? I'm going to try to upload this. If it doesn't work, I don't know. Darn it. Okay. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Okay, it's there. It's there. But if not, I'm just going to find another way to share, which is why I hate StreamYard. Like, StreamYard just makes everything so difficult. I'm telling you, after I do my membership, I'm out. I am out because I did a membership for like a year. After I do it, I'm out. It's just not worth it. It really, really isn't. It really, really isn't. I may attempt to like share my screen through this. I'll be figuring it out. So you guys are going to help me with it because I just got this tea. Wait. Oh, yeah. I didn't see her. Hey, Drewski. Hey, family. I'm so sorry. I didn't see her at TJ Maxx but I did see that she wrote about it on Twitter because she got into fights with some like housewife Twitter page, and she was saying, relax, I'm trolling. And I'm like, you need to listen to PK. You should not be trolling. I don't know what's going on with her. I'm just so disappointed because I used to go up for Erica, and now to see like how she's acting, I just don't know what to do. Thank you, Black Lavender. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I'm glad you like it. Listen, we have started this late. I had got to get into this review because this is why I stay off of Twitter before I go into these lives, because so much Twitter and Instagram. So if you want to send me anything about like the shows that I review, please do it at like top of the morning. Do it at the top of the morning because I try to stay away from my social media before I go on so I won't have stuff like this happen because like it's always something. It's always something. So anyway, let me just get into the review really quickly so we can get to this tea. I apologize for like new people here. Normally there's an order, but today was a different day. Today was a different day because so much like, and what I'm going to share with you, you guys probably might know this, but so much that was said in this clip, I was just like, this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying. Like confirmation. That's all I would say. Confirmation. Thank you so much, Shauna, for sharing my socials. Thank you so much. Let's get into this review. I'm so glad that I stood my ground concerning Crystal. I'm so glad that I stood my ground concerning Crystal because you guys, not all, but a lot of you tried to bully me to like this woman. A lot of y'all tried to bully me to be Team Crystal when I was seeing something from the beginning. A lot of y'all were like, oh, no, Nikki, that's not what she said. Oh, no, that's not how she did it. Oh, no, Crystal is not like that. Oh, no. I was right. I was right. I'm so glad that I stood my ground. I am so glad because y'all will push back about Crystal. Oh, no, I didn't see it like that. Oh, well, baby, it was like that. It was like that, baby. Crystal showed you who she was. I saw who this woman was from jump. I hope now you see it. I hope now you see it. Hey, Kylie, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you, my love. Thank you. And thank you, Yvette. Yvette said, Nikki, you're giving black girl magic glow. Oh, I love it. I told you who she was from jump. I could see it on her. Because y'all really did. Y'all tried to bully me into giving this girl a pass, but my ancestors showed me who Crystal was from jump. First of all, let's get into Crystal this episode. Why are you building your husband a golf simulator in your home? Kali has year-round great weather. You can golf whenever the hell you want in California. Why are you building him an indoor golf simulator when you can just golf in your backyard? Wasting money. Wasting $500K for what? For what? And he works and travels all the time. Waste of money. Waste of money. Second, knowing that Crystal's in on this show was by way of Teddy made everything so clear. That's why she came in on this show kissing Kyle's ring and going after Sutton. Sutton, I hope that you see now that Kyle is not your friend. I hope that you move out of her place and stop giving that woman money because she is not your friend, Sutton. Wake up. Wake up. She is not your friend, because this is the thing. Sutton can hang with just about anybody in this group, right? Sutton and Garcelle will not bow down to Kyle. And like Erica crowned Kyle the queen of Beverly Hills on the last reunion that Lisa Vanderpump opted out of, because these two women, Garcelle and Sutton, has not come on this show and kissed this woman's ring or bow down to her. She has had her minions go after them from jump. That is exactly why Crystal cannot let anything go with Sutton, because that is the target this season. Clearly the target is Sutton, but it's also very clearly Garcelle, but they're going light on her because hello, nobody wants the wrath of Black Twitter, right? So this is why Crystal can't let anything go. Everybody is just like, Crystal, what is the big deal? Like, y'all, you keep on saying that you move forward with Sutton and you guys are friends, but every time you get a chance, you're dragging Sutton and saying like really nasty and mean things about her. And it's not making sense. Now knowing that she is Teddy with more money makes total sense. Makes total sense, because Teddy was and still is Kyle's lapdog. She was the one that Kyle used to get Vanderpump out of the show. If you go far back, Teddy was the one who Kyle used to spread that rumor, and then she felt bad about it. So she tried to clean it up with Dorit because Dorit was being nice to her. Let's go back. Let's go back. It's all making sense. I'm like, now I know exactly who you are. And another thing that I want to talk about with Crystal, which is why I hope you have seen it, and I hope that it has been revealed who this woman really is. When she was talking to Kyle about Garcelle, did she not do it again? Did she not do the same thing that I had an issue with her last time about? Crystal continues to step in and speak for Garcelle as if she knows this woman and she doesn't. First of all, how do you say that she doesn't have many friends? Because you contradicted yourself in that same sentence. You was just like, I'm not sure, but I think from just being around her that Garcelle doesn't have many friends. If you're not sure, why would you speak it, right? Then she starts speaking about Garcelle as if she's this reactionary person, this reactionary, feeble-minded person aside from Kyle, right? So when Kyle is speaking to Crystal about Garcelle, Crystal is reaffirming for Kyle that Garcelle is in the wrong because she doesn't have many friends, or she's reactionary, or she's feeble-minded. That is the mess that she is feeding into Kyle, letting her know that how she feels about Garcelle is warranted because Garcelle is the one that's the problem. Garcelle is the one that has all the issues. Not once has she ever checked Kyle. Not once. Because she's Teddy with a bit more coin. Thank you to my ancestors. They wouldn't let me break. They wouldn't let me bend, but y'all tried me. And my ancestors said, hold still, stay steadfast and unmovable. You will receive victory. I knew it. I said, this is who this broad is. She's Teddy with a bit more money. Oh my God. Did she find Teddy by way of her eating disorder program that she sells to rich white women? Is that how she met Teddy? If so, it makes sense. Kathy is falling from grace for me. The first time I was side-eyeing her was when she did not come to Garcelle's Haitian dinner party and did not tell her, right? Now you're having this whole spa event, and guess who's not there? Garcelle and Sutton. Kathy, I wanted you to come in and be funny and quirky and cute and get the girls in charge. I don't want you to reinforce Kyle's bullying. That's not what I need you to do. I want you to come in and be opposite of your sister's mess. I thought you were going to be at the top. I didn't know that you were going to be working with Kyle and outing, keeping certain women out of the sister circle. Now, if that's what you're coming in to do, you can go too. You, Crystal, and Dorit can go. I'm starting to see something. I said, oh, so this spa party is Aryans only? Aryans only. Okay, Kathy. Yeah, your quirkiness is wearing off on me. So Tom the Mutant has survived another attack. Erica, how in the hell are you not embarrassed? I'm so heartbroken. Erica has disappointed me so much this season. I am so heartbroken. Like, how are you not embarrassed? So at Kathy's Aryans only party, spa party, Erica tells Kyle that Tom, I can't even say it. It just doesn't make sense. That Tom, 80-plus-year-old Tom fought off a burglar that tried to break into his Pasadena home and survived. Not only did he survive, he went to the hospital with a brain injury, and now we find out that he also has glaucoma and he suffers from anxiety, right? Listen to how Erica contradicted herself in this conversation, this quick conversation with Kyle. She was like, well, because Kyle was just like, oh my God, how did you know all this? And she was just like, well, he has said to me, and then she stopped and caught herself and said, well, because I'm not talking to him, my son went for me to go see him. And when my son was driving back, he flipped his car four or five times because it was snowing in Pasadena. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Mama, I'm going to tell you right now, they are going to grill the hell out of you on that stand, and you are going to make sure that you and Tom go to prison, and you probably ain't even commit no crime. You're a terrible liar. You're a terrible liar. None of this made any sense. I'm embarrassed for you. I'm so upset, Erica. When people were tearing you down, I was hyping you up. Girl, what is going on? How the mighty have fallen. Before we continue on, let's acknowledge the super chat from Elise. Elise said, hi, Nikki. I'm coming in late, having a hard time right now, but you dragging the hell out of these reality people is making me feel better. Love you and prayers. Thank you so much, Elise. Hope we can bring you some joy. Let's love on Elise in the chat, Star family. Thank you so much, sis. Let's send her some joy her way. It's just not making sense. None of this made sense because first you said that you wasn't talking to this man, right? But when Kyle is asking you about him, fighting off a burglar and knowing all this information, you were about to say that he told you all of this happened, but then you caught yourself because you realized you were on camera, and then you switched up the story and you said, oh, well, my son went. That's how I got the information. But you realized that you had already said that you had talked to him, right? So what you did was throw in your son flipping his car so that Kyle could be caught off by the fact that you almost lost your son and not the fact that you are lying and not making any sense. None of your stories are adding up. Let me also talk about how this story about her son makes absolutely no sense. Guys, I live 10 minutes tops from Pasadena. There is no way that there was snow east, north, west, south Pasadena. It did not snow at all. The last time it had snowed in Pasadena was in 1949. She is lying. Oh my God, Erica. You mean to tell me, with all of this social media and internet stuff that we have going on, that if it was snowing in Pasadena, a place that it has not snowed since 1949, that it would not be media, like it would not be a media frenzy. Everybody and their mama will be reporting on this. It was so much snow that your son's car couldn't get traction and slid and flipped 4 times. Not only was the snow not reported, his car flipping 4 or 5 times wasn't reported. TMZ reports on celebrities getting their period. You mean to tell me they would not report on your son's car flipping 5 times? You mean to tell me they wouldn't report on Tom fighting off a burglar and being sent to the hospital with the brain injury? You think the national news wouldn't report on that? that this 80-plus-year-old man who was 4'2", fought off a burglar and survived after he had just survived being laying in a ditch for 9 hours with his dead mistress? Are you kidding me? How are you a grown person saying this on TV and feeling safe and secure that people will believe it? How is this stuff leaving your mouth? I am amazed at this point. I am amazed at this point. I can't believe it. Like, you could never have told me that this would be happening right now. Like, you could never tell me that Erica would be here or that this is how she would be defending herself. Girl, what is going on? What does this man have on you? I feel like Tom has something on her. I really, really do. Because it just doesn't make sense that she keeps on relaying these lies about him, knowing you have to know that they sound utterly ridiculous. Your lies are so ridiculous, the devil himself is like, that don't make no sense. The king of lies is like, oh no, girl, that is too unbelievable. Like, girl, oh, this is sad. This is very, very sad. It's very, very sad. I'm also amazed how Kyle is acting like, for various reasons, we'll get into it at the end, is acting like this makes sense. I don't believe, one, that you don't know. I don't believe, two, that you believe any of this. I really don't. And then in the confessionals, of course it doesn't make any sense, but that doesn't mean that I don't believe her. It may sound unbelievable, but that doesn't mean that I don't believe her. You don't. And you're not even convincing to us that you do believe her. Like, nobody is convincing. Everybody is moving real weird. Like you already know what the hell is going on, but y'all trying to play in front of the cameras and in front of the audience like all of this is new information. Y'all all knew. Anyway, also, speaking of her son in the snow, now, Erica, did your son slip? Did his car slip on imaginary snow in Pasadena? Or did his car slip because he ingested snow, also known as cocaine, at a party in Pasadena? That makes sense. Let's tell that truth. Let's just tell that truth. I mean, could he still get in trouble as a police officer if he was snorting coke when he was not on call? Maybe that's why you telling this lie that don't make no damn sense. Because there is snow in Pasadena. It's not the kind that come from the sky. It's the kind that come from Colombia. So what snow are we talking about, Erica? What snow? Let's get into that. Let's move on from these lies. I'm so disappointed. I can't believe it, guys. Hell has frozen over. Hell is frozen over. Me and PK are here. Me and PK are here, and y'all know I cannot stand PK. Baby, we are here. At this point, I want PK and Sutton to team up and break down all of these lies, because I feel like they are the only two that is going to speak some truth and give the audience what we've been waiting for. The real reactions to these lies. PK and Sutton are the only, Garcelle as well, but they're the only people who are really not only not believing this mess, but questioning Erica's position in all of this mess. Rightfully so. PK is making sense. PK is making good points. What the hell is going on? Because at this point, I just would like for them to you can demote Crystal or demote Dorit and give PK their diamond. Because I'm Team PK at this point. I can't believe it. Y'all know I cannot stand that man. I cannot believe that I am here with PK. My God, today, 2021 is something else. 2021 is something else. I was literally getting my life watching PK and Mauricio at this dinner with Kyle and Dorit. Because they were literally looking at their wives. Like, stop playing with me. Like, they were so disappointed in their wives that they were trying to act like they believed this mess. Mauricio the whole time was like, what? And just bust out laughing. Like, he could not believe that they were relaying these lies, fables, tales that Erica was telling the group and like saying it like they believed it. Maurizio was just so flabbergasted. PK was disappointed in Dorit. He was like, really, really, darling, really, love? Like, come on. This doesn't make any sense. Like, he's just like, so he gets a brain injury. Him and Erica are still legally married. Who makes the decision? You mean to tell me they didn't call her and say, like, this has to happen? You have to make the call because your husband can't make the decision because he has a brain injury? And then you mean to tell me that she said, save the ankle, leave the brain alone? Like, come on, PK. Come on, PK. Andy, I want him sitting next to you at the reunion. That's where I want PK to sit, right next to Andy, because this is the housewife that I need to hear from. I want PK, Sutton, and Garcelle on the same love seat. Them other broads, you can sit them wherever you want, but that group, that's who I want to hear from at this reunion. Let's get into Dorit's bridal gowns. Cute, right? Cute, but let's be honest. You know what I mean? Let's tell you shame the devil. Vera Wang is not in danger. Hell, David's bridal is not even shaken. You know what I mean? The bridal community is safe because knowing Dorit, like from what we've seen, I could be wrong, Dorit, you don't really follow through with the things that you do. Like, you start something on the show, but you never finish it. There's always some kind of fallout. There's always some financial issue that you run into. So I just don't see, this being a shakeup in the bridal community. Vera Wang is chill. David's bridal, not even sweating. Let's get into PK again, because I loved him at Dorit's bridal showing when he was just like, Kyle, are you going to share with Erica the jokes that we were saying about her? Come on, messy PK. Yeah, give him a diamond, Auntie. Give him a diamond, because Kyle, when he said that, Kyle's eyebrows lifted all the way past her forehead, almost messed up homegirl's brow lift because she couldn't believe that he said it. Mother started choking and everything. Eyes got big. I was like, PK, yes! Come with the mess. I also was on the floor when he was out in the back of his home talking to the men. And the guys were like, so why did you get out of the real estate business? And he was like, because I went broke. I lost everything. I can't believe I'm here with PK. What is going on? What is going on? I thoroughly enjoy him, and I'm so mad that we are getting PK so late into the season. What the hell is going on, y'all? Whoo, child, the world is changing. How in the hell did Lisa Rinna snag Harry? Harry is such a nice guy. And that's just not by me watching the show. In Hollywood, it is known that he is just a really nice guy and somebody that everybody wants to work with because he's just such a great person. How did he end up with Lisa, who has just shown herself to be completely awful? This kind husband and his awful wife. It seems to be like a theme in Housewives, right? To have, like, every now and again, you get a really kind husband and an awful, nasty wife. And it's always just like shocking how they got together and how they work together so well. It's the John Legend and Chrissy Teigen effect. Like, how does this work? How do you get along for so long? So shocked. Also, Harry playing Tom Brokaw, genius. Not only does he have his cadence, he also has the talent to really pull that character off. I don't know what show he's doing, but whatever it is, I will watch just for that. Just to see how he pulls off Tom Brokaw, but I think he's absolutely going to kill it. Kyle, messy boots. Because while all the ladies are hanging out, Kyle says to Garcelle, somebody's been doing a lot of talking, and starts rubbing Garcelle's back. And then the ladies are like, well, what happened? And then Garcelle has to talk about the interview, and then Kyle gives more information about the interview that she had with Mario Lopez. I'm calling BS on this, right? And I'm calling BS on the ladies acting like what Garcelle said was so terrible. Here's why. That is their job. They all do it. Their job is to fan the flames amongst fans, so we could be like, oh my gosh, there's beef on the show. What are we going to see? Who's going to be coming after who? They all do it. If they not saying if they don't, they do it in these interviews, these entertainment interviews, and they also do it in their shady little blogs that they have to write, that they are contracted to write for Bravo. They all do it. So to single out Garcelle and act like what she did was so awful when you all do it and are contracted to do it was pure BS and her being messy. And again, confirming why Garcelle says that she does not feel like she is a part of this group. Because why did you choose Garcelle and everybody who has been talking and saying things throughout the whole season? Like that's not your job. That's why this woman feels this way. And speaking of that, Garcelle, I need you to stop telling these ladies that you don't feel like you're a part of this group. It's designed that way. They don't want you to be a part of the group because you stand on your own, you speak for yourself, and you do not bend and kiss Kyle's ring. So they want to make sure you feel like you are not welcome and that you are not protected, because you won't fall in line with the rule books of the sister circle. Because you won't do that, they're going to treat you this way. So it's designed for you to feel that way. What I need for you to do is get it and move forward. Proceed accordingly. Because, sweetie, you're the star. If you didn't know it before, I hope you know it now. You are the star of this show, and we are tuning in for you and to see you get the girls together. Know your assignment. Know your assignment and proceed accordingly. Because as long as we are loving on you, they can't touch you. So proceed accordingly. Stop crying. Stop saying that you don't have to fit in. Maybe you wouldn't have such a time trying to fit into spaces if you weren't trying to fit into white spaces. Can we just talk about that? You keep on crying and saying you're fighting to fit in, but these are white spaces that you're trying to fit in that were designed for you not to feel welcome to or to not even be invited into. I need you to go in with the knowledge of that and proceed accordingly, because we got your back. But I do feel like she needs some reinforcements. I really, really do. Sutton, no shade. It's not strong in that aspect. Sutton will break down and cry, and then she will get energized and be able to get somebody together, but she can't stand in that place for a very long time. You need some reinforcements. I would say bring in a sister who got long money, preferably a sister who has a Black husband, because we cannot question her allegiance. Let's just tell the truth and shame the devil. Y'all be laying down with these white men, and all of a sudden that, Caucasian semen is in your bloodstream. You talking a little different. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Penis is powerful. I'm not denying that. So I would feel comfortable with the Black woman with the Black husband coming in on this show and, being the reinforcement that Garcelle needs, because I think she's great for the show. Sutton as well. And I would love for those two to have somebody who has their back against these women so that they all can feel safe in this group together and not feel like the sister circle is going to kick them out when they can, like they did Vanderpump and Denise. Hopefully that happens, but we will see. Dorit, you're trying to pick a fight with Garcelle, and it just would ever work in your favor. I think you need to move on and find somebody else. Find somebody else, because it's just not going to work with Garcelle. Because even when I speak 4 languages, and in all of the languages, none of it made sense. When Garcelle did the good for you, spoke volumes, and you did all that talking. You did all that talking, and all she did is say, good for you. And it said more than you said in that whole little diatribe that you was given about her taking jabs at you or whatever. And now you said that you want her to tell you the truth. You want her to be honest with you. Now you said this, Dorit. Do not get upset when she is honest, because not only is Garcelle honest, she is blunt. So don't get caught up in calling her a bully when you told her to do exactly what she's going to do. You better be ready, and you better not cry. You better not cry or act like she's attacking you when you told her to do just that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Let's get into, I believe I got one more super chat from Elise. I did. Elise said, I feel bad for Miss Fancy because I wanted to be friends with white girls like this, but I didn't fit in. But Miss Fancy should know we gonna step or stand behind her. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Elise, for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah. Absolutely agree. What I'm gonna do is get a bit of your comments and then I'm gonna share the tea that I have. Oh God, please don't. If I want to share my screen, guys, please do not judge my screen. I'm doing a lot of work. I'm a one-woman show. There's a lot going on. Do not judge my screen. Please don't judge my screen. And I'm gonna ask you if you can hear it. Let me get a couple of your questions or comments first. Yeah, my package is here. Make It Make Sense said, at this point, Tom is a character from The Walking Dead. He can't be stopped. He's a mutant. He is a mutant. It is impossible to kill him. I don't know if he is an angel. I told you. I don't know if he is part angel, part Nephilim. I don't know. But Tom is just surviving everything. And I can't believe that he has not been studied. He's the new Henrietta Lacks. It's Latasha says she needs a special segment show on the show titled Erica's Tales of Tom. It'll be her sitting by a fire, just making up stories straight off the dome. Absolutely. None of her stuff is making sense. Jimmy G said, Kyle is such a two-faced hypocrite. I happen to agree, Kyle. You're going to have your day. Because at some point, this show turns on you. At some point. Don't let Bravo hire a new production company for this show. You will be in so much trouble. Dr. Rim said, Tom probably has some fraud stuff on Erica. I definitely know it's not the D. Absolutely. It has to be something like that. It has to be something where if she turns on him, he will implicate her. That's what I think it is. Nikki said, Erica acts as if she doesn't even believe the fairy tales she's spinning. She can't. There's no way she can believe that mess. Because if it was somebody else, Erica would be in her confessional, honey, that don't make sense. Girl, I can't believe you are so down bad like this. I'm disappointed. I Am Rachel said, I think she feels like she owes him her loyalty. Erica seems loyal. I don't get loyalty from Erica. I get that there is something that she could be implicated in. And I think she's protecting herself. Because we'll get into it. Alex said, at first, I thought she was thankful to Tom for the life he gave her, but Erica is ruining her entire life when all she has to do is shut up and reach out to the victims. Absolutely. Hold on. Absolutely agree. Elise said, I just want to know how Tom is 200 years old, but surviving crazy car crashes, has dementia one day, depressed the next, fighting criminals, has 10 mistresses, also broke his ankle, survived being unconscious in a ditch for 12 hours while his dead mistress was laying next to him. And obviously she is still there, was able to crawl out or be pulled out of the ditch by way of Erica and only Erica and just, a water hose. He also has a broken collarbone that has suddenly healed very quickly at the age of 80. What else does he have? I mean, it's just too much. Superhuman strength to be able to take over a burglar and not die. What burglar is burglarizing a house with no ammo? He didn't have a gun. Not even a knife. He just broke into the house with his bare hands. And your gated home in Pasadena, your gated estate. Stop it. It's not making sense. Hey, Yasmin. Yasmin said, does anyone remember the reports about the break-in? Didn't the report say that no one was home? I didn't even know there was a report. I'm telling you, I've seen reports on the news about Tom and TMZ or whatever, and it was all about how his brother is taking over being his conservator. It was nothing about the break-in. Let me know if you found something about the break-in. Hey, Morgan. Morgan said, why is everyone on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills walking on eggshells about believing Erica? Just say you don't believe her. This scissor sister circle clique is tight. They're tight. I'm telling you, I knew the moment they all went out to dinner and they took this picture of their hands at their big ages. At their big ages, they took this picture of them all linking fingers and talking about this is a sisterhood and no matter what, we won't break. That was when they shared their blood and made a pact. That is when that all happened. Oh, hold on. I got a super chat. Let me get that. Let me scroll down. That was from Elise. There's one more. Hey, Phil. Phil said, sorry, bump LVP. She was horrible to Taylor. I can't go up for none of the women on this show. Erica tried to stay out of jail and the shelter. Phil, I love you. You know why? You never hold back. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Bella Floor, thank you so much for the super chat. Said, these are euros, Nikki. Let's go. You've kept me entertained during my pregnancy. Oh, and you're now helping me survive my sleepless nights with my little baby. I just want to say thank you. You've helped me more than you know. Thank you so much, Bella Floor. Thank you. Guys, we have a little one added to the Star family. We're all aunties and uncles. Congrats, Bella Floor. Hey, Kay Pratt, thank you for the super chat. Kay Pratt said, I'm late to the live, but did you see that Erica's horrible mom tweeted that the other woman should pay the victims if they care so much? Yo, no, I did not see that. Wow. That's terrible. Thank you, Kay Pratt. Which makes sense with how her daughter is handling this situation. Hey, Candace. Candace said, what Garcelle needs to say is, you bees are not my friends. Stop playing. I don't know why she doesn't know that at this point. I don't know why she doesn't know that. Alex said, LOL, but honestly, Garcelle looks so shocked. I think she said something even worse to someone else. You know what? I think so too. Because the way Garcelle looked at Kyle, and then when we came back, it didn't seem like it just didn't seem consistent when we came back from commercial. Thank you, Candace. Candace said, what did Garcelle say that she didn't say to Dorit in the previous episode? I will say this. The way it was edited made it look like Dorit is a hypocrite, like she didn't already hear this from Garcelle. However, this show is not filmed in what is it, sequence? It's not filmed in order. So she could have quite possibly not yet been to that event where Garcelle said that. This bridal showing could have been before that. You see what I mean? So that's probably why. Yes, thank you, Tony. Tony said, don't forget, fam, to hit that thumbs up button. And speaking of Tony, thank you so much to all of my moderators who continue to help me, steer this boat. I say it every time because I mean it. I could not do it without them. Thank you so much, moderators. Jimmy G said, am I the only one distracted by Kyle's new veneers? It's almost like she has a list. Her and Kathy, they trying to make them teeth work. Tony also said, why do people think it's okay to touch people? Oh, I would fight her. Don't touch my back while you're trying to take me down. That was nasty, Kyle. You're looking at her, laughing, rubbing her back because you know why Kyle did that? Because she got a problem that Garcelle said to her. Well, I feel triggered because you're saying, don't say things behind my back, say it to my face, or don't wait so long to say it to me. But you waited a very long time to tell me that you did not get my check. And then later to find out that it was your organization that messed up and not mine and not on my behalf. You didn't wait. You waited to correct that or even address that with me. She has a point. So Kyle was feeling some sort of way about that. So that's why she did that to, be nasty towards Garcelle. And she's going to act like, oh, no, I was just joking. No, you weren't. She's very calculated. I am, Rachel said, Lisa Rinna is putting on for TV. I don't think that Lisa Rinna is mean-spirited in real life. She's about her coin, but I could be wrong. I happen to agree with you. I happen to agree with you because I am not new to Lisa Rinna, right? I think that a lot of people are just getting introduced to her through this show. But Lisa Rinna has been working for a very long time, and she's been, working in the industry for a very long time. Up until this show, she's been a sweetheart. She's been an absolute sweetheart. I think that she, like a lot of people, have corrupted herself for money. I really, really do. I think if money wasn't involved, she would not have done Denise like that. But she got to do what she got to do. And she has to make sure there was no way that she could side with Denise when other ladies were having an issue with her, especially Cal. You know what I mean? Like there was no way that she could side with Denise over Cal when Cal is a reason why a lot of them stay and go on this show. She went after the coin and she lost a 20-year friendship. It doesn't matter to her because money matters more. She was the one who did a whole Depends commercial and doesn't even wear Depends. It was about the money. Make It Make Sense said, so Dorit's wants women to buy $3,500 wedding dresses and have the reception in the Capri room at Book of the Pepper. I forgot about that. You know what? I should go. I should go to Dorit's room at Book of the Pepper. That's what I'll do. Oh my gosh. I should have a meetup. Darn it. We got to get out of this pandemic because that would be the best place to have a meetup at Dorit's Capri room at Book of the Pepper. Harry with his acrylics. Yes. Harry with his acrylics. What's up, Marianne? Marianne said Lisa is just, oh God, okay. Lisa is just a beard. Is that what they call it? Just for the actual look of being with somebody, but not really being with them because you're interested in the opposite of what they are. LOL. I don't know how that rumor got started. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never heard that about Harry. But then again, I run in younger circles. So I've never heard that about him. You know what, to be honest with you, if I did hear it, I wouldn't say anything, but I'm being honest. I've never heard that about Harry. I think it's the acrylics. It's the acrylics that are throwing people off. Morgan said when LVP was on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her and PK were a good kiki and shady in the best way. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. They really, really were. Hey, Ryan. Ryan said that pearl dress was nice, but probably not comfortable to sit on. And $35K, Dorit could keep that. Oh, Make It Make Sense. I'm sorry, I said 3,500. You mean 35,000? $35K, Dorit can keep that. I totally missed that her dresses were. Dorit, who? This is why her stuff does not sell. You're not making sense. You're not making sense. Who is buying a $35,000 dress from your bridal collection? Like, how much is a Vera Wang bridal dress? Hold on. Vera Wang, girl, can I get to the price? Ciao, I gotta click through so much stuff. This is why people bail out of your websites. Whew, Lord. Can I get one dress? Oh, this is a cutie. How much is it? Okay, girl, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I don't even think that Vera Wang has $35,000 wedding dresses. If she does, there's probably, a warranted reason. And I think people will consider it because it's Vera freaking Wang who has the resume. You don't have the resume. You're going from bathing suits to wedding dresses and your starting price is $35,000. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. You were trying to get all the money that you and your husband lost in the last 3 years, and it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Hold on. Is that a new one? Guys, I'm trying to catch these super chats as they come in. Wait, this is still Bella Flor. Okay. Good. I didn't miss anything. Trying to get some current ones. Yes, guys, please make sure you like the video. Elise said, "Child, I done heard no one is friends with Erica, the scammer now, and Andy knows about Andy know as asking the hard questions at the reunion." I will show you guys this. Hold on, because I saw this too, but I couldn't get it quick enough. Hold on. She was arguing with a lot of people. She was arguing with a lot of people. Here we go. About to bring that up. Hold on 1 second. Let me bring it up. This is what she was tweeting about last night. Child, it's a mess. Because I went to her actual page because she was fighting with somebody that I follow, a housewife page that I follow. And her whole timeline is a mess. It's just, Erica, I don't know what's going on, Mamacita. I just don't understand that how you're handling a situation like this. But anyway, this is what she tweeted. "Felt great watching this because Kyle's ragamuffin is hilarious." Said Team Erica, but only to her face. And this is showing, that dinner scene where PK, Dorit, Kyle, and Maurizio were, just honestly laughing at the lies. Like, you can't get mad at them, Erica. You don't make any sense. So her response was, "Felt great watching this," in a little sad face. So I feel like that confirms for me that they're all probably not in a talking space at this point. Especially, I don't see Erica being friends with Kyle or Dorit after watching this season up until now, right? And then it just seems like they're going to start disbelieving her more and more and more. So I just don't think that she's cool with them because they also get the seasons early, the episodes before us. I think they get them like a week or so before we actually get them. And then right before the reunion, they give them like a bunch. So you can watch the whole season before the reunion. They give you ample time to do that. A lot of people decide not to. Some have their assistants do it and pull out stuff. But then there are some people who watch it. And I think Erica was smart enough, to be prepared to watch this season before she actually came on the show. So it appears to be that they're not friends, and it would make sense. It would definitely make sense. Oh no, I just have a lot of things open and peeing on my screen. Oh no. Mm-mm. To be honest with you, I'm not the type of person that I would penis doesn't arouse me. Is that crazy to say? Like, I don't, like, you can't send me, a penis pic. And I'd be like, "Oh, thank you." You know what I mean? Now you can send me a picture of you with these. I don't know what they're called, but it's like your hand can fit perfectly. It's like right before you get to, the promised land, that little thing. Right over, right under or next to their abs. That I'd be like, "Okay, Poppy." But the penis, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I know. That's okay." Send me your bank account and let's talk. Hey, Nat Lee. Nat Lee said, "I think Erica's stylist is playing with her now. I just think she can't afford it anymore. Maybe they aren't getting paid and are secretly punishing her. The horse tail on a golden loop was a mess, and all of the girls are praising it because she stole that from New York Fashion Week." She sold that from New York Fashion Week. The only reason why I remember that is because Pat McGrath was doing the makeup of one of the models, and she shared it on her Instagram. And the model had that ponytail. There is nothing that Erica or Dorit have done in their style or their fashion that has not been done by somebody else and been done better. Like they're not doing any new inventions. They're not recreating the wheel here. Hey, IA said, I've got my good eye on Doritos. Her tone when she interacts with Garcelle hits me in some way. Many of us Black women have experienced that tone when dealing with white women. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Dorit, what bothers me about her is that Dorit Dorit is the kind of woman that is the flunky in the group, right? And then finally, when the group starts acknowledging her and treating her like when the mean girls start acknowledging her and treating her like she's one of them, she turns around and mistreats people the same way she was mistreated by the girls that she was so desperately trying to be friends with. She's definitely that girl. And it's unfortunate because she was another person everybody was rooting for, and she just did not live up to the hype. Her or Erica. She just did not live up to the hype, and it's very unfortunate. For my Married at First Sight people, because I have something to share with this group specifically with concerning this live, I'm just going to move that live back to 2:30. If you're also going to be watching Married at First Sight, I just wanted to give you a heads up because what I'm about to share, we're probably going to talk about this for about 10 or so minutes. So I want to answer about a few more comments, and then we're going to get into what I need to share. Jonas said, so I wonder how Erica felt when she saw that scheme between Cal and Dorit's husbands. I'm going to need her to give them the same energy she gave Sutton. I will say, she tweeted something about Sutton. She said that Sutton is not a friend. Don't be fooled or something like that. Let me go back to that Twitter. Because somebody responded to her about something she said about Sutton. Oh, yeah. So, Tina Wong says, you don't be fooled, talking to Erica. Kyle talked smack about you too. She was in an agreement with the other ladies, with what the other ladies were saying about you. And Dorit talked about it too. You backpedaled. Dorit talked about it and backpedaled in front of you. So Erica responds, don't worry, we'll get to that. And this was in response to another commenter saying, wow, Kyle Richards, what an a-hole. Sutton Strack tried to talk to Erica Jane and she shut her down immediately. I would never talk to Kyle again if I were you, Sutton. And then Erica says, wrong. Sutton tried to give an early sanitized version of what she said to Kyle, and I wasn't having it. Kyle finally got it out of her at the table. Don't be fooled. And that's when Homegirl said, you don't be fooled. Kyle talks smacked about you too. And then Erica responds and says, we will get to that. I don't know what that means. It seems like she's starting to see that they're not her friends. I don't know. But what I cannot wait to do is get to that freaking reunion. Baby, I cannot wait. Alex, let's talk about it. And the burglar got scared off by an old man. An elderly, feeble man, according to Erica, who is under 5 feet. What? All that burglar had to do was tip him over, push him by his forehead, and knock him over and ransack that house. What it seems like, if there was actually a burglary, what it seems like is that he probably hired somebody to break in his house and steal a lot of wealthy, not wealthy, but expensive possessions so that he can claim them on his insurance or probably sell them on the black market to, his rich friends. That's what it sounds like. Hey, L. Boyd. L. Boyd said, Tommy Big Pants Girardi took on an intruder. He's so little. Why did her son go there? Was there actually any snow? No. Authorities looking for a burglar with a bag of old man shoes. It's giving insurance fraud. That's what it's giving. No, it does not, Irene. It doesn't snow in Southern California. Especially not in Pasadena, not since 1949. Lady Virgo said they are ridiculous. Oh, yes. Let's just get into it, Lady Virgo. Bethany Frankel stated that she told Andy, Kyle, and Lisa Rinna when she found out back in 2018. So I'm surprised Kyle or Lisa didn't bother to bring this up. And that goes back to the tea that I am about to share. Hold on one second. I'm going to share my screen. I've never done this before. We are figuring it out as we do it. Let's see.
So Dennis had never seen the show. Oh. So this was in 2018. So Dennis and I watched the show, the Beverly Hills Housewives. I didn't watch this season. I dabbled. So he watched a little.
Just real quickly, guys, this is from Bethany's latest podcast. So this is what we're listening to. I'm sorry. I didn't know what was going to happen. You know what? Thumbs up if you can hear and see this screen and hear and see me. Let me know. Thumbs up. Tony said, check your DMs after. Hold on. Thumbs up if you can see and hear me. Awesome. I'm just going to wait. Let me know because I don't know. Okay, great. Because I don't know how this works. We are figuring it out, family. So this is from Bethany's latest podcast. I'm telling you, guys, this thing right here is going to change how everybody thinks about this whole cast moving forward and this whole Tom fiasco. Let's get into it.
So Dennis had never seen the show.
Dennis is her ex-boyfriend who passed away. I think he had a drug overdose, but that's who she's talking about. So that's it. I'm not going to say any more. Here you go.
So Dennis had never seen the show. So this was in 2018. So Dennis and I watched the show, the Beverly Hills Housewives. I didn't watch this season. I dabbled. So he watched a little because he knew Tom Girardi and he knew of Erica Jane because Tom used to send Dennis videos of Erica, and Dennis would be like a little uncomfortable. He would be like, watch it in your office when you're alone. That's what Tom would say to Dennis. And he'd be like, that's creepy and weird. So we once I met Tom at like a lawyer's conference. I think it was in Florida or LA. I can't remember. I think it was LA, a lawyer's conference. So I was aware of Tom, and also I saw Erin Brockovich, and I told Tom that Erica said on the show that she spent $50,000 a month on her glam. And I also told him that her private planes, she had 2 private planes. And he said, what? And I said, yeah. And my experience is, especially with the Housewives, but everywhere as well, but really particularly with the Housewives, if someone's flaunting their money, they don't really have it. And a lot of that's happened with a lot of the girls on all of the shows. And I can tell you that in New York, people write that they have like $50, $75 million. All the girls have probably between like $4 and $8 million. And that's a lot of money. But people like, you know, and then there are ones that were on before that really don't have a lot of money at all, but the media makes it like they do. And particularly on Beverly Hills, there have been a lot of all show and no go girls. And the more that they flaunt it and the more that they, you know, brag about it, usually there's something wrong. I've always found if you're really flaunting your money, then you probably don't really have it. So I was talking to Dennis about this, and I was, you know, Christopher Buckle, I know, is a friend of mine. He was doing her makeup, and she was spending a crazy amount of money. And she said, this costs $50,000 a month. And I was like, holy shit, $600,000 a year. Now, I have money. I make money. I was like, that's rolling really deep, and that's just a nut that would be hard to sustain. And Dennis said to me, have it like that. He owes me money. He owes me $500,000. I know this other guy, he owes $1.5 million. He doesn't have money. He owes everybody money. And I go, what are you talking about? How is she flying around on the big plane and the small plane? And he said, it's not because he's using people's money to support her lifestyle. He's using the company's money to support her lifestyle. Dennis said this. And I said, what are you talking about? And now, don't get me wrong, I didn't know everything about specifics. I didn't know what kind of cases he was working on. I didn't know there was an airplane flight. I didn't focus on it that much. I just was focusing on the $600,000 a year. And Dennis was like, yeah, no, he owes me money and it aggravates everybody. I said, why would he do that? He goes, he can't say no to her. Dennis said he can't say no to her. Okay. So now we were away in New Orleans in May of 2018. And we went to meet these other like billionaire lawyers that Dennis knows. And also people that Dennis worked with who I know. I've mentioned it too. And it was a well-known secret. Like it was a widely known, best kept secret. Like it was the worst kept secret. You know what I'm saying? So this lawyer, who I don't want to bring these other people into it, when Dennis said to him, because he doesn't watch the Housewives, so Dennis said, do you know, in his accent, he's like, do you know Erica Jane spends $500,000, so $50,000 a month on her hair and her makeup? And the guy's like, what? He owes everybody money. He's being sued by everybody. So it was a thing. So I knew about it. So I don't know, like that's just what happens. Things take a long time to come out, but everybody in that industry knew about it. All these major lawyers that I'm talking about around the country that are in this industry, they all knew about it. And I told Christopher Buckle about it. I told Andy Cohen about it, just to say, like, it's not what you think. You know, Erica, I met her at Christina Aguilera's birthday party. Erica performed. We had a nice, very brief conversation. We like, you know, social media'd each other, and she sent me boots, which were great. And I think she's interesting. I met her. She came to my house because we did a crossover. I think she's interesting. I'm sure she has an interesting story. I think she's tough. I think she brings it with the fashion, is polarizing, and she seems strong, and she's had a unique history. I don't know her that well. And when I told it to Lisa Rinna and Kyle, I just said it like, they don't got it like that. Like it's something, you know, her husband, everybody knows in that industry that he owes a lot of people money, that he is also being sued by many of them. So when this came out, I don't know, during the pandemic last year, I didn't even really know about it. Andy called me and he goes, holy shit, you really do know it all. He's like, you told me about this years ago. I'm like, yeah, I told you. Like, no, I know it all. So I knew about this whole thing. I knew since, probably 2017 and 2018, I knew about this. So definitely, because we all were away that summer. It was the summer before in LA that I met him. Dennis told me about this in 2017. And this all came out in, I guess, 2020. So it wasn't a very well-kept secret in that industry, but we're in the entertainment industry, and that's very different. So it's crazy. I haven't seen it, but when I was talking to my assistants about people getting canceled, they said, this is like crazy that you haven't talked about this, because I haven't been really paying attention closely, and I didn't realize this is like a major thing that everyone's talking about. So Andy said it to me, and I said it and forget it. I didn't know, and I haven't seen the show. I think when I left, I just sort of left that franchise and took a cleanse. So I don't know what's really going on, but it seems to be like a very big conversation. And I think that the reason that I brought that up today is talking about people's need to show what they have. I remember the first season, Alex and Simon going in St. Bart's and spending like $100 and something thousand, and they had, they didn't have it like that, but they felt like the show would catch up with what they were spending, meaning, and there are other people on the Beverly Hills and other franchises that have done the same. And for some people it works out. The money that you're making catches up with the way that you're spending. But for others it doesn't, and that's a dangerous game.
Did you hear her say, I told Lisa and I told Kyle? They knew about this mess in 2017. Kyle is fake, girl. Her and Lisa, they knew. And the reason why I think she's talking about Lisa Rinna is because she normally says Vanderpump. She never says Lisa. She normally says Vanderpump if she's talking about Vanderpump. Kyle and Lisa knew. That's why they're acting like this. And everybody is just like, why won't you guys say anything? Why won't you guys do anything? Because they knew from jump. Andy, too. Andy, I don't know how you didn't jump on this. If Bethany told you in 2017, why did you This is why they come for you, Andy. This is why they come for you. Because if you would have found out some mess about Kenya or Candy or Nene, you would have been doing your research on that and trying to trump that and bring that up on the show. But you knew that Erica was faking it and didn't say anything. Mention it all, Bethany. Mention it all. Bethany is the housewife we need. My God, today. Now, I will say this. This kind of messes up her chances, possibly, for coming back onto New York. But at this point, I don't even think she wants to. But I was listening to this podcast like, Bethany, girl. Ciao. Kyle and Lisa knew in 2017. 2017. Oh, she did? Jimmy G said Bethany unfollowed Kyle a while back, which is absolutely weird because they have known each other for years. Bethany used to babysit Paris and Nikki Hilton back when they lived in New York. She was their babysitter. So they have been family friends for a very long time. Wow. Let me get back to this comment that I saw that I couldn't bring it up. I'm trying to find the comment because I do want to talk on that. Oh, Jade said this. Am I the only one getting the feeling that Tom was low-key pimping her out and that's why she's also protecting him? I don't know. One hooker that turns on her pimp. I'm just saying. And you know what? Not to be shady, and I don't think that Jade was being shady at all. I think that there might be some truth to that because why was Tom sharing videos, like sexual videos of his wife to other men and saying, watch it while you're alone? Now, either he was feeling good that he had, this sexy young woman on his shoulder, or he was exchanging her body for money or to pay off a debt. I absolutely got that. I was like, this feels real escorty. And to be quite honest with you guys, that's not unheard of in this industry. That is not unheard of in this industry at all. There's a lot of wife loaning in this industry. Let me get some more comments. Shannon said, everyone is catching strays from Bethany. 4 to 8 million max. Very true. Luann and Ramona are going to vomit when they hear this clip. Guys, I'm telling you, they don't have the money that they are protesting to have on this show. A lot of times they're able to get free stuff and make it look like they have a very luxurious life because it's just free advertisements for the designers or for the restaurants or for the venues. Like everywhere they go and eat, they do not pay. The reason why they do not pay is because the restaurant, in exchange for them to show the restaurant that they're eating at on the show, that is their pay for them to film there. Only thing they probably have to do is cover insurance, but everything else, it's just, hey, can we film here? We will advertise your restaurant on our show. So a lot of these people don't have it. Designers are sending them stuff to post on Instagram or to wear on the show. And there is no pay or anything like that. There's no exchange or anything like that. The only exchange that they're getting is free promotion, which is why a lot of times, and this happened a few times with Kim and Khloe Kardashian, when they were on, when they were selling designer clothes on their sites, a lot of designers who had not loaned them stuff, but sent them stuff for them to promote or wear, had an issue with that and actually confronted them on Instagram about selling stuff that they gave them for advertisement. They were just like, you're not supposed to sell this. That you're not supposed to make additional money off of this. The agreement was that I send you the garment, you post about it, and that is the agreement. Now you taking the garment and putting it on your site and selling it for $5,000. That's a new agreement. We gotta go back to the drawing board, and we have to figure out what is going to be my percentage off of that? So that's how a lot of them are able to get away with wearing designer. It's either loaned to them or it's given to them for promotion on the show or on their Instagram. I'm telling you, it is very easy to be a housewife on the show and fake like you got this kind of money when you really don't have it. That's why they all get caught up by the feds, because the feds is watching. They're just like, oh, you're buying a $90,000 purse? Okay, let me check your taxes. And if I ain't got my portion, you going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. That's how it works, which is why Sutton makes so much sense now. Like, she's been making sense to me, but I'm like, see, because there's a lot of stuff that everybody knew about, but nobody said it. And I think Sutton was being very kind and holding back, because she said, well, I've been talking in circles, but she never said that everybody knew that Tom been broke and he was selling Erica's ussy for payment. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Ciao. Erica, get off this show for people start, for more people start talking and there start being some more digging. JG said, Andy looks completely insane for how he's been acting in regards to Erica Jane on Watch What Happens Live. B definitely put him out there. Thank God. That first of all, that was just a clip of that podcast. Bethany was speaking. I'm like, oh, do I gotta start listening to this podcast before and after I review one of these shows? Alex is always catching stray, Shannon. Shannon said, how did Alex catch a stray bullet? Assigned one by name at that. That beef is never dying. Never. Aye said, Bethany is talking now that her and Kyle have fallen out. All of these housewives have bloody hands. Absolutely. They're just trying not to get caught. Absolutely agree. Miss Brown Sugar said, and this is what pisses me off, of all of the folks in his industry and around town who knew something wasn't right, but it was more important for them to have access. Absolutely. It was very weird to me that Tom owed Bethany's ex-boyfriend $500,000 and he was okay with it. That was very weird. Like, not saying that he was fine and chill, but I'm like, you should be in court with him right away. Like, why is it, oh, he owes me money? What is going on there where you're like so chill about $500,000? I know people who are crazy over $20 and still is like not even 25. Like, remember that $5 I borrowed you? When am I going to get it back? So $500K? Oh, you dying over that? Something's going on. Something is going on. It's just, I'm telling you, I'm looking at Kyle and Lisa so differently. Y'all knew, but I'm telling you guys, I was just like, there's no way that they don't know. There's no way that they don't know. Remember, I think it was my first review from this season where I was just like, they're all acting so shocked, but there's something about them being shocked and reading it, reading the article together that just does not feel real to me. It felt real fake. It's because these bros been new. They've been new. I bet you at that little sister circle meeting that they had where they were locking fingers and best friends and sisterhood will never break up. That's probably when Erica told them. That's probably when Erica was just like, it's going to get real ugly for me next season and I need y'all to have my back. That's probably when it happened. Pepe said, damn, Val, Kyle, and fake Rena the Snake. No matter how horrible people like Andy, stay on cold. Ciao. Pepe said, so Erica literally been on a loan. She's like a rental. Imagine being for everybody just because, number one, you too lazy to get it on your own, or met the wrong trick and didn't set up something for yourself. Oh, Pepe, that was hard to read, but facts, which is why if I were her, I would get off this show because I just feel like more stuff is going to come out. Bethany is, listen, she letting the chopper sing, okay? I'm not even a podcast person. Like, I have my podcast that I listen to, but I'm not somebody who listens to multiple different podcasts. I got a few that I listen to, and that is it. I'm about to add Bethany's podcast in because Mother is dropping gems. dropping gems and confirming things. She was just like, this is an open secret. Like, everybody knew that Tom had financial problems. The kicker for me was, and I told Kyle, and I told Lisa, and I told Andy. Really? So now you go back and you look at Watch What Happens Live, and Andy acted like he don't know. Baby. Marianne said, it's so funny when they're reading articles and acting like this is the first time they've heard it. I'm telling you, it was at that Scissor Sister Circle dinner. That's when they talked about it. I just have a feeling. Natalia, hey sis, said, new to your channel. Love the dirt, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just so you guys know, I just found this on Twitter, and I just felt like this is something that we need to talk about. I'm not a dirt digger upper. This just fell into my lap. This is rare. It's normally a comedic roast of the episode. Hey, Jade. Jade said, what if Kyle, who brings it up at the reunion, once Erica starts going at her? I can only hope. I don't know what's going on with this reunion. I can't wait for it, though. I cannot wait for it. Hey! Wendy said, on a happy note, I booked my 2023 Japan trip. I am going to be international, sis. Congrats, Wendy! Yes, congrats. Let us know how it goes. Hopefully we won't still be in 2023. Oh God. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you all for joining me. I'm sorry we started a little late. If you just watched what I just put up, that is why. I was trying to get all the clips and edit it down so we can listen to it the way we listen to it. Yeah. They all knew. The Scissor Sister Circle been new, and I knew it because the reactions felt off. So now Nate's trying to sit here and act like Sutton and Garcelle is crazy for having all these questions when y'all were able to already have your reactions and get y'all questions answered way before we even knew about it. Y'all was doing this in 2017. It's 2021. They all knew. They all knew. Ciao. Wow. Anyway, Pace URL said, Nikki, I would start watching your lives for Roni, and now you got me watching Beverly Hills. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Ciao. I feel like if it's Erica, you got to get off of this show. Because Bethany very lightly let us know that Tom was tricking you out. Shanna said, I can't wait to get my hand on the court transcripts when the entire cast gets subpoenaed. Also, Bethany told this tale too late. It needed to be brought up at the reunion. But like I believe one of you said, she had just fallen out with Kyle. So now it's like, I'm just going to mention it all. Thank you so much, Tracy. Tracy said, shout out to the NikkiStar replay gang. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social medias. Guys, we're so close to being to getting 13K. We're so close, man. Thank you so much for all of your support. Angela said, I wonder why there was no one in Married at First Sight. I'm so sorry. I had to push it back. It's going to start in about 15 minutes. Thank you so much, Angela. Sorry about that. We had some juicy tea drop like right before I was about to go on. So the live got pushed back a bit. Natalia said, Lisa was called out last night about the Dorit comment, and she just laughed it off and Sarah. Who's Ann? Andy and Sarah? What a mess. Who knows? But Rinna has been very messy. Pepe said, this just goes to show even people with no money can get access. You just need to be the right shade. Absolutely. And get with the right person that's already in. Jonas said, why does Andy always look annoyed on Watch What Happens Live anytime someone says anything bad about Erica? Why? I don't know why he has protected her like this. We know why housewives don't get the protection. But they bring all the views in. But they never get this kind of treatment. Now they have to mention it all. Ciao. And you got some explaining to do. Shad Pearl said we have to cool our taste buds off from this piping hot tea. Bethany should just call her podcast from now on. Mention it all. Mention it all. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, it's just all making sense now. They all knew. Except for Garcelle and Sutton. The Scissor Sister Circle clique all knew. They all knew. And they came on the show playing us. Wow. Anyway, let me get out of here. I'm going to hop into Married at First Sight. If that is a show that you're interested in as well, we're going to talk about that. Before I get out of here, I want to acknowledge this super chat from Yasmin. Thank you so much, Yasmin. Yasmin said, okay, I've been digging. Tom was not home during the burglary. Also, this happened in February and Tom's black eye was in August. How, Erica? How? Thank you, Yasmin. Girl. I'm telling you, rich people's lives are not all it's cracked up to be. Not all it's cracked up to be. Wow. Wow. And this is not the first time that I've heard people say within that community, that circle or whatever that they're all in, that Tom was not able to say no to her. So whatever she wanted, he made sure that she was going to get it. However, that doesn't mean that she should be blamed for him stealing, because he also bought himself expensive things too. Why did he need 2 planes? Erica would have been impressed with one. Would have been impressed with one. I think, not to go back to the tricking, but I honestly think that he started doing that. I think he sent that video to Bethany's ex to at least take some money off. And I think he was probably doing it to a lot of creditors to at least, you know, be able to take off a bit of the funds that he owed back. This is tragic. Tragic, 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 tragic. And Erica, it never looks good when people go digging and when people start talking. So sis, if I was you, I'd hang up that Twitter and that Instagram and start posting scriptures. Start posting scriptures. That's the only way to get the snoops off of your back. Anyway, let me go ahead on and hop into Married at First Sight, and I will see you guys next week. If you're just here for Beverly Hills. If not, stay around. I got a lot more content coming. Tomorrow is going to be a full Love After Lockup day. And then we should have some more fun videos coming your way. Thank you so much for all of your support for me during a very difficult time. Still very difficult, but every day, you know, every day is a new day, and I'm thankful that I'm able to experience it. But thank you all for being so kind and gracious to me, checking in on me, and also understanding and still being here after I've been gone for such a long time. I appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Whoo, this live was something else. Something else, girl.